now to the data leak bombshell causing shockwaves across the world, the so-called ICA files. The disclosure of
You win. So,
What happens now?
the ball's in your court, Miss
Burnwood, I do have other candidates, you know. Most of whom have never tied me to a chair.
You've seen the news. That was 47 acting on his own. He is untethered, he is unstoppable, and he cannot be bargained with. He will find you, Mr. Edwards, and I'm the only chance you've got.
I'm listening.
47 has one weakness. Me.
I found something. Buenos Aires International Airport this morning. Now watch this.
Heralds.
Trail ends at the airport, but turns out that a top Providence operative owns a vineyard in the area. Don Yates, of infamous New York law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn. And get this, is hosting his retirement party today.
She's infiltrated them. She's sending a message. She needs my help.
Could have fooled me.
You don't know her.
Anyway, if you're going after her, you'll need to deal with the Herald. Her name's Tamara Vidal, former CIA asset and political firebrand. She's a master of surveillance and the Constant's most trusted aide. She'll have eyes everywhere. You won't get far as long as she's in the game.
Why are you telling me this? I thought you were out.
Yeah. Old habits, I guess. Anyway, I need to go. See you around, 47.
No, you won't.
Because you're not an idiot. Let's just humor him. Yates likes his little games. Don't be long.
You got my message.
You'd never get caught on camera. Not unless you wanted to be seen. So what's the play?
You're not the only one who's been busy, 47. I'm this close to becoming the next Constant. I'll be able to dismantle Providence from the inside. Only one man stands in my way. Don Yates. That weasel was the partner's legal counsel for years. He's the top candidate. But remove him from the playing field.
It won't work. If Edward suspects...
I will convince him you acted alone. Retaliation for Grey. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
The Herald, Tamara Vidal. She has eyes everywhere, and they're all fixed on you. The plan won't work unless we take her out.
She never leaves my side for long. Whatever your plan is, I'll help you if I can.
You're sure about this?
As sure as I'll ever be. Here, I got you an invitation, just like old times. Come find me when it's done. Good luck, 47.
Oh my gosh, be careful. The ground's super loose here. If we fall, we're going to seem like such idiots.
We won't fall. We just need to get the peak and we are good. And look at the view. You know it will be worth it.
Ready, Pam? 3, 2.
Bien, okay.
And
For more than 2 decades, New York-based law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn has been among the most successful and
Mr. Yates, it's Aaron, sir, from the firm. I came as quickly as I could. Yes, sir, I have the files. Sorry it took so long, but I've had to access our remote server to print everything, and I couldn't get my VPN to... Right. Sorry, sir. I'll be right inside.
A reputation for ruthlessness and dirty tactics, no doubt originating with the notorious affluent defense of murderous socialite Count Hitman, has long stuck to their name.
Oh my lord, is that a Gira cuckoo? I've always wanted to see one in the wild. Oh, Gretchen will be so jealous.
Weird.
Yep. Valentina must be over the moon. She's been living alone here.
Hey, I need to search you if you want to pass. Hey, you can't leave that there.
Huh?
Hey, please don't leave any of your belongings unattended, sir.
I'm sorry to put you on, but I don't think the Yates are genuinely crazy about it.
¿Cómo está, señor?
Thank God it's finally over. That extra security detail was driving my wife crazy.
How are you?
It's the damnedest thing, to be sure, like a gold.
Hello, sir.
First, an old money aristocrat dies who just happens to control half the world's shipping processes. Then, on the night of
Vidal and Mr. Corvo Black, an employee of Mr. Yates from the New York office. He hasn't checked in with us yet. Would you like us to call him for you?
That won't be necessary. We'll go at our own pace.
No problem. I will tell Mr. Vargas, chief winemaker, to expect your arrival. You are in for a treat.
What do you make of this?
Sir.
Well, Yates wants us out of the way.
There's a reason we are the only help.
Corvo, got a message from the boss. Duty calls.
Let me guess, the Burnwood woman.
That's right. Yates has arranged for the chief winemaker to take Burnwood and Tamara Vidal on a grand tour of the estate. Wants you to tag along.
Not for my sparkling personality. This Burnwood woman sure has his panties in a twist. Wonder what the deal is.
Yates' business is his business. Just get yourself ready and sign into the visitor center. Oh, have a drink on my behalf.
I don't drink. Makes me sentimental.
A private tour of the estate. Diana, Vidal, and this fixer, Corvo Black. Black is a threat, but also an opportunity. Yates's own mesh.
here, brah.
Nothing quite spoils a party like your guests inexplicably dropping dead.
One of the most gifted surveyors.
No drama. I just need to check your pockets if you want to pass. This will be over in no time. All right. Good job, my man. Thank you.
Don't get me wrong, but I hope we never meet again.
Aaron Ford Jr. Don Yates is expecting me.
Okay, right this way, Mr. Ford.
They all wear the same weird thing. Christ, you're a busy body.
If Mr. Yates, your employer and one of the world's most powerful attorneys, feels like inviting a group of employees to a small get-together in his wine cellar during his own retirement party, what?
You look like a lawyer, all right. You got that killer instinct.
It's a gift.
Better not find something.
Looking good, man. Looking good.
Violent extremist. You should. You should take a good, hard look at this graceful woman with the ensuringly professional demeanor and imagine her hands soaked in the blood of your colleagues. And clean.
You can set up your shop in here. Mr. Yates will be right with you.
A trail of carnage and destruction, ending with the parties themselves. On Edwards, our dispute. The need to bring head of Providence. Giving her the key.
¿Qué hubo, pues?
Well, this is awkward.
Are you trying to get the next
I am making a new addition to the Herald team. Diana Burnwood, former IC. Please consider her my representative.
At your celebration, yours truly, Arthur Edwards. Yes, we've been over this, Dawn.
This is the woman who waged bloody war on Providence. She is involved in the deaths of countless heralds and operatives, including Ken. Then with Rock, this woman will surely be our downfall. What was that? Who is there? Wow.
Yes!
Tell me you didn't. Tell me you didn't forget the sergeant. Okay. I didn't forget the authority. Why do you have it? It's the Yates case. What are we supposed to do? Either this lady goes and stays up there.
He's not even been appointed yet.
Caution and modesty never been
Wait, what? Excuse me, sir. You can't leave that there.
No way. Oh, isn't that yours?
Plus, he has good reason to be confident. He is Edward's closest legal advisor. Not even Thomas Cross or Eugene Cobb had a direct line of contact. I'd say Yates is at the top of a very short list.
So, how do you feel about Burnwood?
How do you think? She and her friends killed Yamazaki. Cassidy, probably Bronson. How is she fit to be a herald? But on the other hand, people defect all the time, and she's the most certainly qualified.
What? What was that noise? Thumbs up, mate.
Let's head back to the car. Wherever you go, I go.
Bro, get out of my way.
Oh, hi there.
Hello there, and welcome to the Yates one.
Corvo Black. I'm on the tour.
Right, Mr. Black. Welcome. Miss Burnwood and Miss Vidal will meet you down by the wine fields. I trust you know the way.
I can find my way around.
Enjoy the tour.
One of the most gifted surveillance specialists ever to graduate from Cambridge. Ran one of our interrogation black sites for a while, and I tell you, those prisoners...
You asked me. The Constant must have lost his mind.
Hello,
Burnwood
sir.
was in league with Grey. She's responsible for killing how many of our people? How could she be a herald?
Maybe Vidal will trip her down the stairs. Those heels are an accident.
Over here.
You two must be Burnwood and Vidal.
And you must be Yates's garbage man. Sorry, but I didn't catch your name.
This is Corvo Black, Tamara. He's a ICA regular.
I only work with the best.
Well, we're all here, it seems. Except for our guide, the chief winemaker. Looks like we're stuck here until someone fetches him. Mr. Black, I'm looking in your direction.
Hold on. I'll track him down.
Attaboy. Do try and bring him back in one piece.
Looking good today,
Counterintuitive
sir.
as that may be.
That was a bit
Where's
rude.
that?
Yes, yes it was.
Sir, you are trespassing. Now follow me, vale? Why are you not complying, sir? Okay, if you go, mueves.
Johannesburg called.
And from that smirk of yours, I take it ether is in?
Through us these majestic plains were my playground, and returning here to keep up the mantle of my ancestors.
Patron. Senor Vargas.
What? What is it now? What?
You have some guests waiting. Senor Yates wanted you to give them the grand tour. Remember?
As if I don't have more important things to do than babysit Yates' socialite friends. It's only harvest season.
Better do what he says, Patron. Big shot New York lawyer like that. Don't want to get on the bad side.
Well, I'm not going anywhere until I have decided if the crop is right for picking. Bring me the 3 Malbec grapes, says Ramon. If Yates doesn't like how I prioritize, he can weigh me down with concrete and toss me off a bridge. How's that?
3 grapes, was it? I'll get my picking knife. I left it right here. Seriously, who takes another man's picking knife? It's gonna be one of those days, isn't it?
Majestic plains were my playground. And
I'd say they're paying about as much attention to us as we pay to the little spiders on the vine.
Thanks. I feel much better now.
Mm-hmm.
anyone there? Damn.
You want to do it? Because I don't want to do it.
Yes, yes. Next time, check it out yourself. There's nothing here.
Honey, I think you might have lost your ring somewhere. Oh, that's over. Martin messaged me.
Mr. Vargas, I have the 3 grapes you requested.
Yes, good. Now,
Watching Etsy, enjoying the show.
lovely inky black color. Good size, large and firm. Seems brown. Excellent. And finally, taste. Sweet, flavorful, robust tannins. Some floral notes. Marvelous. Why, I say these grapes are ripe for harvest. Inform the workers, will you, Ramon? I have a third to contact.
Will do.
Why did it change? For 4 decades. I chose something far grander. I chose the land. And the land of men those are long to make one.
I grew up here. These majestic plains were my playground, and the 30 years to touch the mantle of my ancestors.
Partners created a power bound together by secret and backslashing. All the constant did was make it real. Enter the destiny.
Ah,
Hey, bud.
fellow wine lover. Hello.
Yeah,
Welcome
hey.
to Viñeda Yates. I do apologize for the delay. The Malbec grape is a demanding mistress. So, I am Gabriel Vargas, Chief Winemaker, and I will be your tour guide. Any questions before we start?
Yes, but you're not going to like them.
We're good. Lead the way, Senor Vargas.
Wonderful. Follow me. These are busy times. In fact, we're just about to harvest this year's crop. Great expectations.
What's up, yo?
So, how do you like Argentina?
Like everywhere else. Full of Americans.
First stop on the tour is the production floor, where our prize-winning Malbec grapes are processed. We insist on steaming every grape by hand, which means that during harvest season, the grapes do tend to pile up. Luckily, we have plenty of storage space. Our equipment is state-of-the-art, including an industrial-sized freezer unit, and last but not least, our trusty grape crusher.
Interesting. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Black?
Follow me, please.
Are you a wine man, Black? Somehow you don't seem the type.
Oh, I believe Mr. Black here is something of a jack of all trades. Isn't that so?
I dabble.
I see. I just thought Yates might be sending a message. My mistake.
So, have any of you been to our vineyard before?
Only on business.
Next on our tour is the fermentation atrium, where the wine goes through its primary stage of fermentation. In these big open tanks, yeast converts the sugars in the wine to alcohol, in a process that lasts between 5 and 15 days. This is also where we squeeze the mass into a fine juice using our grape presser before the longer secondary stage of fermentation.
Fascinating.
Now, before we move on, do any of you have questions?
How about you, Mr. Black? You look like you have something on your mind.
I have a question. It's... perhaps we can take a closer look.
Certainly. Lead the way.
What can you tell me about this device? Grape presser, was it?
That is correct, senor. After primary fermentation, the mass is pressed through a fine filter, leaving only the flesh and skins behind. I should add, the grape stomping, the iconic practice of crushing grapes with your bare feet, is historically rare and mostly a tourist gimmick. But you are most welcome to try. Imagine you're a grape.
Thanks. I'll pass.
Oh, go on. I'll take a picture of the three of you.
Oh, come on, Tamara. When in Rome.
Fine.
Say queso.
May I see that, Mr. Vargas? I believe I blinked.
Sir, yes, you. Do you recognize him at all? I certainly do. I know you can hear me. Don't push it. I'm not playing around.
Oh, shit. Think I'm an asshole you can mess around with? Forget it, pal. Keep your head down. Don't move. VIP! Send it to the relocation point. Oh my God!
I dabble.
I see. I just thought Yates might be sending a message. My mistake.
So, have any of you been to a vineyard before?
Only on business.
Next on our tour is the fermentation atrium, where the wine goes through its private stage of fermentation. In these big open tanks, yeast converts the sugars in the wine to alcohol, a process that lasts between 5 and 15 days. This is also where we squeeze the mass into a fine juice using our grape presser for the longer secondary stage of fermentation.
Fascinating.
Now, before we move on, do any of you have questions?
How about you, Mr. Black? You look like you have something on your mind.
I have a question. It's... perhaps we can take a closer look.
Certainly. Lead the way.
What can you tell me about the...
Or, who are you?
I dabble.
I see. I just thought Yates might be sending a message. My mistake.
So, have any of you been to a vineyard before?
Only on business.
Next on our tour is the fermentation atrium, where the wine goes through its private stage of fermentation. Do I know you, hombre?
I dabble.
I see. I just thought Yates might be sending a message. My mistake.
So, have any of you been to a vineyard before?
Only on business.
Next on our tour is the fermentation atrium, where the wine goes through its primary stage of fermentation. These big open tanks.
Now, why would you throw that?
Next on our tour is the fermentation atrium, where the wine goes through its primary stage of fermentation. In these big open tanks, yeast converts the sugars in the wine to alcohol in a process that lasts between 5 and 15 days. This is also where we squeeze the mass into a fine juice using our grape presser before the longer secondary stage of fermentation.
Fascinating.
Now, before we move on, do any of you have questions?
How about you, Mr. Black? You look...
I have a question. It's... perhaps we can take a closer look.
Certainly. Lead the way.
What can you tell me about this device? Grape presser, was it?
That is correct, senor. After primary fermentation, the mass is pressed through a fine filter, leaving only the flesh and skins behind. I should add, that grape stomping, the iconic practice of crushing grapes with your bare feet, is historically rare and mostly a tourist gimmick. But you are most welcome to try. Imagine you're a grape.
Thanks. I'll pass.
Go on. I'll take a picture of the three of you.
Oh, come on, Tamara. When in Rome.
Fine.
Say queso.
May I see that, Mr. Vargas? I believe I blinked.
Senor, tell me, what good did that accomplish?
Good.
Say queso.
May I see that, Mr. Vargas? I believe I blinked.
Oh? What? Oh, cool.
Right.
Excuse me, sir, I think you dropped something. Yo, man.
Hello there.
47.
It's done. Now what?
Now, we strike at the heart.
Edwards. You know how to find him, don't you?
Why, Edwards finds you, 47. He is untraceable, and he never lets you forget it. He is cocky, and that will be his downfall.
What's the plan?
Too many eyes. Meet me at the olive grove at sunset. One last tango, 47. How did you know?
Your deal. That kind of power always comes with a price. What's yours?
I think you know. I am sorry. This is a necessary evil.
What have you done?
Ether brand neurotoxin. Transfers by touch. See, Edwards learns by his mistakes, 47. And as you've clearly demonstrated, brute force is futile. It had to be me. It was the only way.
To get this close.
My family. I know what you did. After all these years, I finally know.
I am sorry.
You didn't have a choice. I did. Providence used you, but I'm no better. All I saw was a blank slate, a weapon to wield. I told myself it was what you needed, but people aren't meant to be controlled. This is a kindness. Goodbye, Agent.